What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hey fourth graders, this is lesson 4 in our math workbook. Go ahead and grab your workbook and a pencil and come back when you have that. Okay, now that you have that, open up to page 9 and let's get started. Now in rounding, this is something you're actually going to use somewhat in real life. Say you go to a grocery store and you have to pick up some groceries and you have $100 and you're looking in your cart and you're trying to see what all do I have and do I have enough money for all of it. Well, a great way to do that is by rounding. If you have a couple items that are, say, $3.56 or $2.45, you can round up or down to see how much money you have. So this is something that's actually really practical in real life. So here, what you're going to see on this chart is a nearest 10, 100, and 1,000 visual aid. And what it's going to do is that's going to show us that when you round to the nearest 10, you're rounding to either 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. So it's giving you that number with 1 0 after it, or 2 zeros after it, or 3 zeros after it, and so forth. So let's take a look at that in problem 1. So it says round to the nearest 10. Okay, so we have to know first what our ones and tens place is. So it's going to underline where our tens place is. So right here, that is our tens place. And when you round, you're going to be looking at its neighbor right here, the ones place, and this number is going to be telling you whether you're going to round up or down. So let me zoom in here a bit. Oh, it froze. Okay, so the number next to the tens place is going to tell you whether you're going to be rounding up or down. Okay, so if a number is 5 and above, you're going to be rounding up. If it's 4 and below, you're going to be rounding down. So what that means here in this case is 7 is more than 5, so we're going to be rounding the next number up. So 87 is going to turn to 90. Okay, we'll skip down to number 4 here because this is a bit bigger of a number. So once again, the tens place, you're going to be looking at these two numbers here. So we're going to underline the tens place. So that's going to tell us if its neighbor is going to show us if it's going to move up or down. So 5, once again, we said 5 and above is going to make it move up. 4 and down is going to make it round down. So once again, we're going to round this number up. So it's going to turn into 2,170. Let's see one where we're going to have to round down. Okay, let's look at number 5 here. So number 5, once again, we're going to see what number is in the tens place. And we're going to look at its neighbor. Is this number 5 and above or below, right? So this is below, it's less than 5, so we're going to round down. So this number is going to turn into 5,110. There you go. So let's look at hundreds now. Okay, let's look at number 7 here. So once again, we're going to be looking at the hundreds spot. So we're going to underline the hundreds spot, which is 7, and its neighbor here is the 10 spot. Is it more than 5 or less than 5? Well, 3 is less than 5, so you're going to round down. So that's going to show us that we're going to round it down to 700. Now we're going to move on to number 13. And we're just going to keep going, but bigger numbers. Round to the nearest 1,000. So ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place. Let's look at his neighbor, 2. 2 is less than 5, which means we're going to be rounding down. So this is going to go down to 1,000. Let's look at number 16. 3,804. Once again, there's a thousands place. Look at its neighbor. You can see 8 is more than 5, so this time we're going to be rounding up. And that means when we round up, our answer is going to be 4,000. Now that you've seen a couple of examples, go ahead and work through problem 18 on page 9. When you're finished, you can go ahead and upload a picture of the page to Seesaw.